Hello, everyone. Just Shackle, and welcome back to the Coursion SMP Director's Commentary, Episode 4. Today, we're going to talk about what we call the Anomaly Research and Search Party era. So this was an era where we decided to split the lore into two different storylines that people can enjoy. On one side, you have Search Party, which I believe was Roman, Casino, Davern, and Springy. And then Anomaly Research, which was Nether, Vance, Maddie, and Dahl. Right?
Yep, that sounds about right.
Right.
Yeah.
So, the idea I had originally starting this, like I said last episode, is that I wanted to find a way to have everyone be active and enjoy at the same time. So I decided to split people into groups of either people who either worked well with each other or people who, who don't really see a lot of content. At the time, people like Maddie, Nether, Dahl, and Vance barely communicated. So I thought putting them together would kind of be like the oddball group, where you have in Search Party putting Casino, Roman, Davern, and Springy together, all people who are seen in stuff together. It'd be way easier to talk to each other and spitball like lines off each other, since a lot of the stuff we do is improv. So the first video in this part would be the report by Just Assassin. So I figured this video was what, Shadow, right? What happened in it again? Mo?
Yes, it was with Shadow.
And what was the plot of this episode?
Shadow, he basically went to Sheriff Casino. Well,
Yeah.
First of all, he made his way into the Coursion area.
How is that? How did that happen? Did he?
I
never really
the
understood
same way
that.
that Liz did it. I don't know.
Okay, so Liz arrived when she was trying to travel using like light speed, and she got sucked into a black hole that spat her out into Coursion.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe she was either with Shadow or Shadow went after her. So that's fun.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, yeah, Shadow went up to Sheriff Casino
Yeah.
and basically told her, "Hey, there's some people missing in town. You need to look into this because you're not
Yeah.
looking into it yet."
And since that's the first and last appearance of Shadow so far, do you have any plans for Shadow as the series continues?
Possibly. I can't say anything yet.
All right, cool. Nether, do you have the playlist pulled up?
Yeah, I'm actually running I'm running videos, on the stream.
Oh, I cannot see that. That's weird.
Yeah.
It's whatever. The next episode in the timeline would be Coursion SMP Episode 1, Things Aren't Normal Here by Just Katika. So that is the first episode of Anomaly Research.
Yeah.
So how was that episode, from your perspective?
Well,
You being the...
So, going into Things Aren't Normal Here, like, I was genuinely not, I wasn't, sure what to expect. All I really got.
I was gonna say, I remember telling you there was a couple places, and I was like, all right, start recording. There's a couple places, go to them, check it out. That was it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, what happened. But what I really did like about doing Anomaly Research in general was that like some of my reactions were genuine. That's why
because you weren't really told beforehand.
Yeah, that's why I really like going into stuff like completely blind sometimes, because like you can get genuine reactions, and like it just gives like the characters like depth of field and crap like that.
Yeah, that's exactly the mindset I had. I was like, okay, if I tell him the least amount of stuff about a place, then he can try to figure it out when he goes there himself.
Yeah, but
yeah,
like, but
what were you gonna say? Sorry.
For Things Aren't Normal Here, like I like all I can really think about is that I really enjoyed like exploring what happened to the warehouse. If that was like the warehouse,
Yeah.
I really, because like I knew
That one was fun.
yeah, I knew we were doing.
Sorry, Phil.
Like, I know we weren't doing stuff. I knew we did something to the warehouse, but I don't even think I saw what we did to the warehouse ahead of time. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That and the crafting table area.
Yeah, the crafting.
I don't know if you've seen that recently. I'm probably gonna include it again in a recent episode, but it's gotten so much worse now.
Really now?
It has, yeah. I'll show you that later. Okay, so the next episode on the list is Missing Person, Coursion SMP episode 2 by Davin Productions. So Davin, you want to tell us about this video?
Uh, Let me pull it up real quick because I still
Yeah.
can't see. I'm a little...
Usually people have the videos pulled up when we talk that.
Yeah,
I know this is your first one.
This is my first time doing these commentaries, so Missing Person. Where the fuck
You started off talking to Springy outside the guard tower, and then you all started.
Oh,
you went
yeah,
to Adam's
yeah.
place, then Wolf's place.
Yeah, most of what I remember of this video, like, I remember the recording process was a little iffy at first.
Oh yeah.
Like, all of them, like,
A little?
all of the parts in the episode had some, like, minor mistakes from me.
Like the
during the
chat.
editing process.
Yeah. So
Which, like, chat being open, and I'm pretty sure there's some audio errors, too, like, somewhere.
Well, this is also before I started helping you directing. This is when I was letting you do it. I only gave you a few leads.
Yeah, this episode was, like, from what I remember, it was such a mix match of what we had to record. Like, we had to record this specific scene first, and then, then we'll save the improv for later, thinking that would be a better idea. Like, nah.
Yeah, watching through it now, most of it was just you guys walking around and talking, and then visiting Adam's place and Wolf.
Yeah, most of this
out of
episode
Search Party, I think
walking.
it's probably the most boring episode, but it's the beginning of Search Party, so that got that credit for it.
Yeah.
The next episode
it's a pretty good starter. Yeah.
The next episode is a late night visit. So, being the person who directed this, this is a really good one. I like that we were able to get a voice actor for Liz, and it was the first time we started thinking about getting. Yeah, it was the first time we thought about having canon characters that weren't body acted or voice acted all the time. Like, that was a good video overall. Cam did a great job doing Liz. Clara isn't the best at acting. We're all aware of this, but she still did really good. I think that's her best video she was in. It basically consists of Liz going to casino, telling her that Adam left something back at his yeah. Speaking of which, so it's a confusion here. It is not a bodega. I was misinformed. It is actually just a Japanese temple, but a bodega is like a Japanese shop, and I wasn't aware of this till a couple weeks ago when I was doing some research for more Japanese builds, and I was like, "Wow, we are idiots." So it's gonna be called the temple from now on.
Oh
That
wow,
is a
really?
huge
Actually,
mistake on
are
my
you
part.
being for real?
Like continuity error, it is fine. It is fine.
Don't
It's
worry,
fine.
don't worry. We'll just blame it on some reality altering shenanigans.
Is there?
Exactly.
Okay. The next episode was the new chapter, Coursion SMP lore. So this one was a good episode, but it was 40 minutes. I know this one was frustrating to record. We did it like once or twice.
Yeah. Yeah.
You wanna talk about it,
because
David?
I remember this again. This is the most boring episode in my opinion. Like in the three.
I liked this one.
The other one, I don't. I like what this episode. That's the thing with all.
We
of
had this
Search Party.
cinematic in the beginning that was really cool.
I love the concept we always go for these episodes. I feel like as an editor, I fell short. In some parts, there's editing mistakes, and I'm like, yikes, no, ow.
That's fair.
Like,
but then again,
it's just editing eyes. I think that's what really drags stuff for me.
Wait, I
It's
just
I'm
realized. So,
like-
Phil, you were saying how Atlas is barely, or Phil or Will, you guys are saying how Atlas is barely anything. I'm pretty sure Atlas was in this episode. He was playing on the floor, right? Yeah, that is okay. So
Yeah,
I
I
thought
think so.
I wasn't sure if he was in this episode
Yeah.
or the last episode that we deleted 3 times.
He was. He was.
The first episode that me and Davin worked on.
I
Okay,
think
so
the
he was
best
in this
part
one.
of this,
The episode,
I think the
the episode
with the
who
first
shall not be
animated
named.
part, this first episode was on this not first episode.
Second, yeah.
This second part was so. I remember having so much bad memories, but I remember the fun we had after the fact. Like we were done with.
Yeah,
the cinematic.
watching it now, like even though it was horrible to get through at the time, it was cool. I liked the scene where
I like
we
the
went
first
to.
part. It's so much fun.
With like the Assassin Guild. When we got to the part where they went to Adam's basement, that was cool. The only thing I wish I didn't do was how I kept pushing Davern, but like I thought an in-lore explanation is that like Davern was pushing himself, what he thought it looked like someone else was pushing him. I don't know, I was trying to do some like psychological, philosophical stuff, saying like Davern doesn't want to do this, but his mind is telling him to. Ooh, but I was like, no, it's fucking stupid.
You know,
This episode as a whole, there's so much in it
I
that
think we should have
that's kind of
definitely
filled in.
split this into 2 different episodes.
Yeah, because
Like the
as it
Assassin Guild
stands,
in
yeah.
Adam's Place in the first part, and then they would go into the woods in the second part, because this was just like a 40-minute episode is basically like an entire stream.
Yeah, it was
that's
a bitch to edit, but at least I had some people in call with me. But
Yeah.
then they left, and I think people left. So,
like
oh no, there was like editing issues. I think Aiden was in the call too. And there's
Me
just
and Will,
like
me and Will were both there.
this
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
the start
yeah.
of absolute fucking editing chaos, where my mind
Yeah.
just fucking lost it.
yeah.
The start of what's to come. Like my
Yes.
lord, this was the start. So I thought, okay, I dealt with this episode. It can't get worse than this, right? I was wrong.
Yeah.
It
So
was at this moment
overall,
that David
it's a
knew
good
he
episode.
screwed up.
I liked how I liked the fight with like Davern Casino, the Assassin
Oh,
Guild
yeah.
scene, but the Adams house scene was mid, and then like the end scene where they're in the village, that was so dramatic for no apparent reason. Like everyone
Honestly,
was trying
you're
so
right.
hard to make that scene more dramatic than it was.
Honestly, I did like a little something I don't think I've said along the way. I didn't even know we were gonna do that.
Neither did I. It was Phil who decided that.
Yeah.
Like it
What?
was like I felt like
To bring them into the forest and follow your blood trail.
Oh
I was like,
yeah.
what the fuck?
Well, not
Yeah.
really the blood trail. I didn't leave the blood trail for them. What I left for
The
them
signs, yeah.
was smash down trees and
Yeah.
stuff.
Like I said before, now looking back, it definitely should have split into another part, but I was like hellbent on them doing 3 episodes for each when I should have realized that it would have been okay to have another episode for Search Party, and that probably would have evened it out. But, it's out there now. It's not the worst episode you've done, but it's not one of the best. It's
Yeah,
okay.
there's a lot of good concepts in this episode. So
Yeah.
I'd say like, we can let it.
Yeah,
And obviously
I say
the
we call it a
Raiders have now
win-win.
become a big part.
Yeah, I say we call
Yeah.
it just a win-win.
The next was The Nightmare by Casino Robin.
Yeah.
So, Will, you directed this episode, right, Will?
I believe so.
That was when Casino got chased
They were
by...
saying that, but yeah.
Casino got chased by the now revealed to be Springy, even though it was pretty obvious before.
I remember doing one thing with the
Actually-
thumbnail, and that's drawing this like actual human flesh on it, just so it could be like, woo. It's
Yeah.
a small detail
see that.
that never goes into deep. That nobody noticed.
Yeah.
Nobody did.
That was an okay video. I thought the
Yeah.
chase scene was a little cringy, but not
Honestly,
like entirely enough to
like, all right, if I could give my thoughts on the Nightmare, like I did feel like it's about that chase scene. I did feel like it was just a little bit drawn out, just for my taste.
It was drawn out, and the voice changer was and then how like at the end it was like a dream. I think.
Yeah, it was.
Oh
a
no,
dream.
it was okay.
No, it was not a dream.
It was
But
not.
Oh,
again,
was
it's not the worst episode.
Or
because
it
it's
wasn't it
not
like
drawn
staged
over.
to be a dream?
We made her think.
No. She had.
Oh, we
she-
made her
she
think.
She had nightmares afterwards.
About the okay. It was just I felt like that episode would have been better if it was a longer episode with the shorter shape. Like it should have been like because it was just out of like she was just chilling in her house, then someone came in, boo, had the chase scene, and then he's like, "See you soon." And I was like, "What? That's it?"
Fly. It's essentially what happened.
I felt like a better approach would have been if we had a longer episode where he kept being seen throughout the day, and she was like, "It's whatever, it's nothing." Got
Yeah.
to her house, then was attacked, was knocked out by Springy, and then woke up and thought to her, and then started having nightmares about it like that night and stuff like that.
but like,
But it's still a great video, either regardless,
yeah.
and it ties in with Search Party.
Yeah.
Next
Yeah.
one is Coursion SMP episode 2, Detective Nether by Just Sonic Us. Tell us
Yeah.
about this video, Nether.
Honestly, I really enjoyed doing Detective Nether. I really did. Like, I
It
feel,
was, yeah.
so far, if I remember correctly, we were just vibing. We went around went around Fairview just looking for like extra anomalies, hence the title of the arc. But and then,
Anomaly research, yeah.
yeah, and then
The meteor.
the media.
Y'all went to the warehouse to check it out,
Yeah, and then
and then there was the bridge,
yeah.
Yes.
and then
and then they went to the meteor.
And then we kind of checked out the meteor, and didn't we also find the hidden cave underneath? Because I know that was definitely
Yes, the character's
Yeah.
cave. I almost revealed who the character was.
You didn't go to the back part of it in that episode.
No, that
someone
was...
tried going there in one of the episodes recently, and Will was like,
Yeah.
no, get out. I
But
forget what that was.
yeah, I really did enjoy doing Detective Battle. Like, I feel like my favorite part was definitely the ending post credit scene. Like, it was fun. It was a blast to do, and it was also funny enough a blast to edit. Like,
Yeah, well, the end post credit scene was what again? Oh, this was the this one was fun to make. I directed this scene fully and gave Nether all the shots. This was really good to make. I think this was after you decided to stop editing and recording, right, David?
Yeah, it was around that time.
Yeah, so this was like my first time doing like shots and directing without David or Davern being there to at least assist. So for this shot, it was really well. You have the Nether creeping in the trees, and then he follows Luigi over to the rock face. Then Luigi opens it, and then he cuts to Nether watching that area. And then obviously next episode picks up with that.
Yeah,
this episode was really good.
But
the only part that was dragged on about was the Z Guild part where we went over to their base.
Yeah, like I genuinely couldn't figure out a way to, cut that bit down. I tried, but I just couldn't without making it look bad.
Well, because my thought process was after you guys visited the warehouse and the meteor, it was literally like 7 minutes in. And I was like, do I want this video to be like 10 minutes long, or do I want it to be like 20 minutes long? And I kind of settled it for 20.
Yeah.
So it wasn't,
Yeah. Not the.
We've obviously shortened down videos a lot now since then.
Yeah. Another thing I do want to point out is that there was one extra post-credit scene. I do. It was the character in the cave.
Yeah.
Scene. The character in the cave. Wait, I forgot about that one. That's after. Yeah.
No, that was before. In the edit during the editing.
It was before. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, during the editing process, it was before.
Yes.
I see that now. I keep forgetting that scene's there.
Yeah, honestly, so do I.
Yes, our ferret man, who should not be named yet.
Yeah.
But he is a ferret.
Yes,
and those who are those who check out Coursion on Twitter will probably find out who he is really quick by checking out our followers. So, ferret man, ferret alien, yes. The next episode is the search party. This one I'm going to talk about for most of the episode. So, Search Party, Coursion SMP lore by Just Assassin, a 12-minute video. So, here's the story on Search Party. This was not the first time Search Party was made. We had made it 3 other times with Davern. And I'm just going to tell the original plot because we've been leading up to this for a while. So, long story short, what's supposed to happen is Casino and Roman get into a fight. And after the second episode of Search Party, Casino thinks, I'll go talk to Davern. I'm going to, apologize for that big fight we have. She goes there, he's dead, and then it's revealed through a cutscene that Davern took Springy's proposition to join the Assassin Guild, and that, it's kind of led to that he actually faked his death. But Davern, if you want to explain what happened.
There is a lot of issues, like personal issues of mine that I kind of projected onto Aiden. There's a lot of things I don't agree with when it comes to recording these videos. They've changed, apparently, from what I've heard, a lot of what they do.
Yeah,
nowadays,
we've changed the way we record and stuff.
Yeah, but honestly, just the amount of times I've had troubles here in Coursion, it was just, my lord, I wanted to tear my hair out.
Yeah.
So
you had a lot of trouble with the editing and recording process. That some I can agree with. It's a big controversy we have with the group. So for now, that's why Davern's character has been written off because we have trouble agreeing eye to eye. But he is going to be in the prequel series coming up that we revealed, and also he will be having one more episode soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Something I do want to quickly say about the search party. I both filmed and edited the video and sent it over to Will.
Yeah.
Or Just Assassin.
Yes.
Again, it was like an absolute blast. Like I have a lot of fun doing these cinematics for Coursion and doing cinematics in general. Like just give me just like an idea or like a direction to go in. I'll go in that direction and magnificent.
Yeah, which is why I remember it was like because after Davern left, he pointed out a bunch of things I had trouble with. So when I went to go record with Nether, I was a lot more patient, and everyone was able to have fun on that recording. Which it sucks now that Davern left. Now that things are starting to turn around again, but
Honestly, I'm just
long
glad
story
that
short-
me leaving improved some things, which is nice. I'm glad.
Yeah, I just wish you were able to convey your concerns without having to leave. But
That just all goes that all that again that just goes into the fact that I was just mentally troubled there, so I just kind of
that's okay.
screamed.
Everyone
and
needs a break here.
Like both of us were wrong at some point, so it's like, wow, yeah, no, this could have been fixed with a simple conversation.
Mm-hmm.
But that goes with every argument.
That's
Yeah,
true.
with you too.
If you hear
100%.
anything in the background, I'm cleaning something real quick while I'm talking.
Yeah.
Cleaning my toilet because I've just got a sudden burst of inspiration to clean it.
So the search party itself, the actual video.
All right, I'm stepping out of my bathroom now. It was a good video.
I like it. I really like it.
It was revealed that Davern left. Casino always isn't the best at conveying her emotions, but she was sad about it. And then what happened next?
She went to Roman and explained the news.
But
and then they had that big fight, and then they cut to them going out to go look for Davern, and then Adam came back.
Yeah, but something I really like, another thing I really enjoyed doing for Search Party is like my cameo in that episode. Remember?
Oh yeah, where you jumped out and you're like, "Oh hey, Casino, how you doing?"
Yeah.
I actually had a lot of fun, like, cause like, since I was the the one recording, I couldn't be in two places at once. So, we actually, I gave my skin to Roman.
Roman.
Yeah, I gave my skin to Roman, and he kind of body acted for me, and he did a
really good job of that.
Yeah, really good job. But for most of for all of my speaking parts, I pretty much, in my recording software, I pretty much had to mute my personal mic to record the cinematics and such. But when I had my little cameo, it was kind of like, oh, time to unmute. Boop! And then,
Yeah, it was a very fun process. We had a lot of fun recording that, and I'm glad because the other 3 search parties we recorded weren't fun. Fun fact, it took us over 50 days to get search party done.
50 days?
Like, it's crazy. It's crazy.
It is.
We
only recorded it 3 times during those 50 days, and 2 of them were within the same week. So
holy shit!
And then this search party, the one that actually got out, took us less than 4 days.
Yeah.
To completely record, edit, and then upload.
Yeah.
Honestly, my favorite part of that episode is literally just because, again, the editor eyes. I just look everywhere for stuff. There's like so many shadows. Like
and we also had a fucking secret Adam appearance.
Yeah,
that was the first fucking thing I said. Was just like I sent it to Aiden. I was like, Aiden, I can see your guys' shadows.
Yeah, no one really noticed that except for you, thankfully.
Yeah,
I was just like,
something I did. There was the Jackal background cameo was completely by accident.
Oh yeah, I was jumping around on the trees while they were recording, and there's a glimpse of Adam jumping from a tree and then falling backwards. Which was funny because he came out later that episode, so it was kind of like a little teaser, I guess.
Yeah, and another thing is that so far in all of my videos where I've done cinematics and such, I've actually used like 3 different types of shaders.
Yeah, but we changed a lot of the story. Originally, there was going to be an episode in between the search party and Adam's return. And Adam's recovery stream, there was actually going to be an Adam returns video and then an Adam's recovery stream, along with a video in between search party and Adam's return. But we decided to scrap that because I had been waiting almost like 70 or 80 days to come back to the SMP, so we decided to just bring me back at the end of search party.
Yeah.
And then obviously the next stream was Adam recovery. That one was fun. I like doing that. Obviously, Maddie recorded that. She was supposed to be here for the episode, but she can't be up past 10. So, what happened was that Adam was obviously found in search party. Zora and Roman dragged him back to Roman's place. Adam was, bandaged up and everything there, and then he kind of just he explained what happened to him and Wolf and Kitty, and then he explained he had head trauma. So the rest of the video, everyone showed him what was new around there, and Adam just kept quipping like he usually does.
Yeah. Something I
My favorite parts
It's
of
Adam,
playing
please.
Adam is because he's mentally unstable. I get to make a lot of references that other characters don't get to get. Like in a recent video, I made an Among Us joke. I was like, what was it? The quote was,
Among Us?
you guys are being sus Among Us, and y'all need a vent.
You vented out to it.
Adam's,
You know, that's
Playing
funny
an
too,
insane
because we have a
character is fun.
blooper of you. That's Adam venting in
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Davern's room after Davern's death.
yes,
Yeah.
the bloopers video showed us our protest on that. But yeah, playing Adam after the missing thing is very fun to do now because he's
Yeah.
insane. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or
Uh,
is he?
But my favorite, I feel like even though I wasn't able to be in Adam's recovery for that long, because I actually was in the middle of something when I was about to begin doing something when they began streaming. So all those times you see,
Yeah.
like all those times you saw Nether like popping in and out of the server, just having random appearances. Like I was actually in the middle of something, like, and I was just trying to like get some extra screen time, get that screen time. Anyway, my favorite.
Get that screen time. Yeah, that's basically Nether's
Yo,
character.
run that
Screen time.
But what I really liked about doing
Uh,
Adam's recovery was like literally like my first like me coming into the stream and like I'll talk to you later, holding a fucking banana like a phone in a fucking
Oh my
bathrobe.
god.
I wasn't able to see that because the whole Xbox thing.
Yeah.
Then the next video was probably one of my favorite videos we've done yet. Was Coursion SMP Anomaly Research 3 Luigi's Lab. This was such
Oh,
a fun video to
yeah.
do. So we weren't able to grab the full Anomaly Research cast. I don't think Maddie or Doll were able to get on, so we
No, they
replaced
weren't.
that with Adam
And Springy.
And Springy. Yeah.
Springy, yeah. So we had to replace the cast episode because two people couldn't get on that day. But I just love just because Nether's kind of like, I wouldn't say he's completely crazy. He's just kind of like, he's a mix of crazy and
wouldn't say that?
stupid. So it like makes his character really wacky.
Yeah.
And then just him and then with also Adam being like kind of crazy too. Nether and Adam are like just the like worst duo to have in the same room.
Yeah.
So this whole video was just Adam and Nether going, "Oh, what's that? What's that over there?" And Luigi was like, "Get out of my lab."
No, so something I
Get
really
off my lawn.
something I really did enjoy about doing that part was like all like the mix up and shenanigans that like screw ups we did. Like someone broke freaking the glass in Luigi's like contest tooth.
Someone broke the glass. Yep.
Springy stole the rabbit.
Yeah.
Another
Oh.
fun one was how what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, how it was revealed that Adam had been to the Nether like 150 times, and the mayor was
Yeah.
like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's no biggie."
Yeah,
I
and
love that
no.
place.
Yeah, so it's nice and warm and such.
Yeah.
But
Showing off all the cool stuff we did on there was cool. And then also Luigi had made the lab bigger, and I wasn't aware of that, so we actually got some stuff that I was never seen before.
yeah.
So that was fresh surprises. He plans on making the lab even bigger, so eventually when we return there in season 2, that thing's gonna be like a whole university-sized lab.
Oh, definitely. But one of my favorite parts of doing all of that, doing Luigi's Lab, was definitely like tap me aggressively tapping the freaking wall. Like he's in here. I know he's in here, and I have just the solution. TNT.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a process I look forward to a lot is when the SMP's over in a year or so, or maybe even longer. I think giving out the maps at all the stages it's been in like
Oh my god.
the original map. What saves do we have? I know we have the original map. We have the map like a month in.
We
I think we have a map.
We have the map right before 1.18.
We built. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
We need to save maps more often. We probably need to do a map save after season 1.5 ends.
Yeah.
That's
Because I think it'll be cool one day to see people like doing recordings in our map. Maybe
Mm.
I feel like Luigi's Lab would be a fan favorite spot for them.
Oh, yeah.
We'll
But
just
I feel
return
like-
as the next video.
Yeah. But I do want to say one more thing about Luigi's Lab. I feel like for when we do like send out the maps for people that vibe on, I do feel like it's gonna be like because in like canonically and game wise, you need like an actual like key card to actually get into the lab. Like it's all sorts of
it's
red.
and I love the hazmat suits and how there's a sliding. It's a very cool place.
Yeah, but like what's funny?
Yeah.
What's funny is that one more thing about what's funny. When I tried to put on the hazmat suit, it wouldn't automatically go on me, and it wasn't.
I saw that, yeah.
I was confused for like a hot minute until like I was
And
like,
you walked out with it too.
I did.
I did.
Yeah. Oh no, Will did. Yeah.
Yeah, no. So what happened was
I dropped it at the front.
I was so confused. Like I was like, when Luigi first built the lab and I was just helping him test out the stuff to make sure it worked. It was like, oh, go in there, and then I pushed the button and it was like, oh, just went. That's weird. So I think it didn't click until like I was midway through editing. Like I was like, oh, I'll just take off my invis armor.
What happened with Davern?
He thinks I'll be back. But either way,
Okay.
like
So for the first, okay. What's up?
yeah, like
Sorry.
I put on the armor, like I was wearing my invisible armor, and it didn't automatic. And when the hazmat suit didn't automatically come on me, I was very confused until midway through editing. I was like, I was wearing invisible armor, and I literally took off said invisible armor to put on the hazmat suit.
Yeah, everyone wears the invisible armor too much. I don't know. I don't like it that much. I mean, I get like for like maybe for like cinematic scenes, like for like the regular scenes, I think people should just take off the armor. Honestly, like the invisible armor. That's just me though.
But yeah,
I
honestly,
have a regular set of armor that I use
I think
normally.
ever since the season finale, I don't think I've been wearing the armor at all.
Yeah. So the next technically two videos, but they're also kind of one video that we're gonna address in this episode is the Wolf return. So Nether, Wolf, Nether and Phil, you guys are both there for that episode. You guys want to explain it?
Give me a second. I'm trying to remember so what happened was, what had happened is that I'm gonna be honest. I don't actually remember what happened in Wolf's Return.
Phil, do you remember?
Okay, so in Wolf's Return, so when I start my stream, I am coming out of the woods, crawling, groaning, all that kind of stuff. Because
I remember now. Yeah.
So I meet up with Casino and
Zora?
Springy at first.
Oh, I thought it was Zora. Never mind. Yeah, it was Springy.
No.
That was on mine. Yeah.
Yeah.
They came in a bit later.
Yeah.
Or like while I'm walking.
Yeah, one
So,
day.
like,
Exactly when you guys were.
What happened? All
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I explained to them what happened to me and you, to Adam and Kitty, and then yeah. So they took me around, showed me all the stuff that changed.
Mhm.
Got very sad and angry when I saw the warehouse.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'll let you go through the main process of the video, and then I'll tell you some of my favorite parts. Or the stream.
Yeah. So they took me around, and then I went to my house to like heal up and stuff. And really, that was it. And that's where I ended my stream.
Yeah. So I did record my perspective of Wolf's Return.
You had like 6 more minutes afterwards.
Yeah, for me. So what happened after Wolf's ended his stream, I kind of was like walking around town, me and the sheriff and Springy kind of, were talking. Springy and I kind of met up in the tavern, which is now officially canon. I actually own now since Tavern's not here, or in Fairview anymore. So canonically, I actually own the tavern now.
Yeah, that's pretty far.
Yeah, but after. Anyway, but afterwards, me and Springy talked. He brought up the same proposition, or a proposition of joining the Assassins, because Nether had this heartfelt moment with Springy. Like, he just feels like he doesn't belong anywhere. Nobody in Fairview likes him because he's a little crazy and a little bit rambunctious.
No, I'm kidding.
But Springy talked to him. He Nether needed a bit of time to think. He went out for a walk, and he kind of went down to, I don't even know where exactly on the map I was. Like, it was definitely towards the front gate, the front area of Fairview, but wasn't exactly there. But we talked for a bit, and then that's pretty much it on my end. But something I did, but I do want to say what I really liked about Wolf's Return. We already agreed canonically that I broke into Wolf's house and stole a shirt, which is actually the shirt.
yeah.
Which is technically the shirt on my skin I'm currently wearing.
That's awesome. Yeah, so that's it for this episode. Like for the episode talk. I'm gonna leave some side notes. Fun fact: so for people who watch the Search Party arc, that masked man who appeared in episode 2 and 3 of Search Party, or I think it was just episode 2, was actually played by Wolf.
Hello.
So
yes,
me and Wolf were there for every Search Party, and I think every Anomaly research. I don't know if you were there for every one.
I hopped in for one of them, and that was it.
Yeah. I was always in spectator in every single episode, and I was watching. So so whoever didn't know that, I'm always there for almost every stream. The only streams I've never been there for.
Every stream. Mm-hmm. Anomaly, I was only there for.
Yeah, the only streams I haven't been there for was the Wolf's Return stream. Obviously, I believe I was at work when that happened. And then some of Maddie and Wolf's streams from the early SMP before my computer broke.
Yeah.
Or during my computer break. Yeah. I wasn't obviously there for those because I was missing by then.
Yeah.
So now we can just talk thoughts about that whole era of the SMP.
Mm-hmm.
There was obviously ups and downs with Search Party. And all the research did just fine, in my opinion. There was no problems with anyone there. The only problem was getting people to get on at the same day because everyone had conflicting schedules.
Yeah.
Which is why for the third one we had to replace Maddie and Doll. But I think it was worth it, honestly. We got a lot of character growth with Daver and Casino and the Search Party, even though both their characters will be leaving soon.
Well, Davern's character already left.
Technically speaking, yes.
And Casino will be leaving soon too. It was great to see those characters grow. Springy didn't get a lot of character growth. We got to see a lot of Springy being evil, which I don't consider character growth, but it was still cool.
Yeah.
We got to see Nether a lot in the Anomaly research. That was fun. And then just some smaller growth with characters. Mayor Vance is a lot more outspoken now, and Springy's a lot more manipulative. And then obviously we get to see Adam and Wolf change after being tortured for months.
Traumatic experiences are fun.
So I personally think the Anomaly Research and Search Party arc may not have been my favorite arc to on the SMP, but
definitely
they were both great storylines.
Yeah, they were definitely fun to do.
Yeah. What are your guys' thoughts?
Personally, I was actually really happy with both Anomaly Research and Search Party, despite me not barely being a part of Search Party, but I did enjoy watching them as vibe. Yeah, as they came out. Yeah. Funny thing is, I didn't actually watch the next chapter or a new chapter until midway through the recording of I think it was Detective Nether.
Yeah, I remember that we took a break. What about you, Phil?
I really enjoyed it. I think the Search Party thing. I really think it took longer than it should have.
50 days
because of the problems in it. Because as soon as me and Aiden found out we could join on my PS4, his Xbox, we were
so excited to get back, but we had to sit through all of the drama Davern wanted to address. Mm-hmm. So that was very unfortunate for us, but maybe one day we'll convince Davern to join back. Yeah. And then what about you, Will? How do you feel about it?
It was pretty good.
I mean,
because you were in both Anomaly Research and Search Party.
Yeah, I think honestly, towards the latter half of both arcs, I was in them more, and I feel like I like those more probably because I was in them.
Yeah, I personally think we should. This is not something that we have planned, but now that we've talked about it, we definitely need to give Springy more character.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. he's kind of just like always there, silent. He's like menacing. Remember, people all like. I remember it was in Anomaly research. People kept getting freaked out how he just appears all the time. He's kind of like a quiet go character, and obviously he recruits people in the shadows. Eventually, we should get some more
Character.
lore and
Yeah,
depth on
yeah.
his character. Yeah.
I mean, most likely, maybe coming up
Yeah.
in the few months ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows?
So that's basically our thoughts. One last fact I have about the Anomaly Research and Search Party arcs. There was actually going to be a third that was going on during this era. There was supposed to be a third one planned. The main cast was going to be Atlas, the character Brett from the Newcomers video, the one everyone didn't remember, and Chuck. They were going to be the three characters in the arc. I'm not going to say what it is because the arc is still going to happen, but it was supposed to happen during all this stuff. But, you guys can look forward to that now.
Yeah.
It's going to be a very, very fucking funny arc to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited for that. Other than that, I think that concludes episode 4 of the director's commentary. This was a good one. It's probably going to be the longest one because this took a long time to record when it happened. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
I hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you guys in a couple of days for episode 5, where we will talk about the end of the season stuff, and then episode 6, where we talk about season 1.5 and what's to come next.
Absolutely.
Goodbye.
Have a good night, guys.